750 here, Big 550 KTRS. Joining us here in studio, Ryan McClure. You are with the City Arch River organization. Good morning, Ryan McClure.
Good morning, McGraw and Kelly.
What's your official title over there?
So I am the communications director for the foundation.
All right. What's going on down there?
So there's a lot going on right now. We are under construction on two elements of the project. All the roadway improvements that are going to lead to the park over the highway,
Right.
and in the riverfront right now. And you can watch all that unfold on our website, on our webcams. But McGraw, by the end of the year, every element of this project is going to be under construction.
Yeah, okay. Now, this is kind of confusing, and I keep hearing people misinformed on this. There's two different projects going on, right? There's a MoDOT project and the Arch project.
There's actually 10 different project components of the City Arch River project.
Okay.
So there's MoDOT and the roadway stuff. There's Great Rivers Greenway doing the riverfront. The National Park Service on the actual arch grounds, and the city of St. Louis is involved, and Keener Plaza is involved as well. We're going to redo that. The old courthouse. So it's all of these different components that are going to make up one seamless experience for the park visitor.
Are they all working together?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, this is a great partnership. Now, I mean, with any partnership, you're going to have bumps along the way.
Right.
But really, City Arch River Foundation, the National Park Service, Great Rivers Greenway, City of St. Louis, MoDOT, Bi-State, many others are working really well together to get this done.
You mentioned the webcam, which is a very cool experience. Tell people where the webcam is and how they can access it.
So you just go to cityarchriver.org/construction, and you can see our webcam right there. So we've got one on all of the roadway improvements. So you can see that happening right now on the I-70 corridor and Memorial Drive, and one on the riverfront. So, and then we'll have two more webcams up by the end of the year. One on the top of the Hyatt, the old Adams Mark downtown.
Okay.
And that'll get the entire park. And then when the garage comes down on the north side of the Arch grounds and we convert that to a park and bring the park all the way up to Laclede's Landing, we'll have a camera there.
When's that coming down?
So that right now,
That's an eyesore that needs to come down
absolutely.
for the last 30 years.
Yeah, it's a huge barrier between all the neighborhoods around the Arch grounds at the north and the Arch grounds. So we're going to bring the park, take that garage down, bring the park all the way up to Laclede's Landing, Eads Bridge. So that'll happen probably September, fall this year.
We have the most beautiful bridge ever constructed, and let's hide it with a giant concrete parking lot.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're right. Eads Bridge, I mean, is one of the most beautiful structures,
right,
in the world.
Right.
And we're going to get to celebrate that more and experience it more
right.
When this garage is gone. And you'll be able to hang out in this park on the north side there and just, go in between Laclede's Landing and the Arch grounds. There's going to be an explorer's garden. There will be a natural amphitheater there where you can have concerts right there in that northern park. It's going to be great.
No softball fields anywhere, right?
No softball fields. I'm sorry, McGraw.
Lost.
I know.
I lost.
Will there ever be a time that the Arch will be closed at all during any of this?
So the goal is to keep the Arch open throughout construction. So we want people to come down and have that Arch experience. So if you're visiting St. Louis, you're in town, you're going to be able to go up in the Arch trams when you're here. We're also going to have areas where you can view the construction and kind of experience it as it's happening, kind of use it as construction as an art. So if it, back in the 60s when the Arch was being built from 63 to 65, I mean, people came downtown all the time to watch it happen. Mm-hmm. So we want that same thing to happen with this project.
Any delays? Any problems so far? Found any skeletons from the Cahokia Mounds people? I mean, what's going on?
Not that I'm aware of. So the the important thing is that much of this project is going to be done by October 2015, the 50th anniversary of the Arch. Mm-hmm. Now, there are going to be some elements that go into 2016 for completion. For instance, the museum, the new museum expansion and all of those exhibits won't open until about summer 2016. Mm-hmm. So really the visitor experience, this new, improved, enhanced visitor experience would be completely open by summer 2016.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was coming over the Poplar Street Bridge the other day, and I was going to take 70 north or west, I guess.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
And there was there were exits that were closed. It was kind of confusing, but you can still get on 70 West.
Yes, you can.
But you just can't get off on Memorial Drive there.
That's correct. So that exit onto Memorial Drive is going to be gone for a while. But, it's very easy to get onto westbound 70, which after, next week is going to become 44.
Right.
When the Stan Musial Bridge opens. But you can still get on 70 there, and there's a new exit at Washington Avenue that not everybody knows about yet. So you get onto 70 westbound, you can exit onto Washington, and right there's a U-turn that would also spit you back down to southbound Memorial, so you could go in Pine or Market.
What do you want people to know most about what's going on down there?
I want people to know, and all project partners want people to know that this is really happening. I mean, this project is a reality. Because of community support, the voters of St. Louis County and St. Louis City passing Proposition P, private donors, public funding that's going into this. It's really happening. I mean, this Arch Grounds renovation that we've been talking about for decades is going to come to fruition.
How much money is going to be spent when it's all said and done?
So this is in total, this is a $380 million project.
Wow.
So the majority of that is funded privately.
Right.
But I mean, it's one of the largest public-private developments that this region has ever seen.
It's going to be extraordinary when it's all said and done.
You mentioned that you're going to be doing something with Keener Plaza and the old courthouse. What's going to happen there?
That's correct. So Keener Plaza right now is just an underutilized
it's a plaza.
area in the middle of St. Louis. It's basically the living room of downtown.
Right.
So what we're going to be doing there is just kind of activating it, putting in some interactive water features like you see in City Garden, which has been incredibly successful. We're going to put in just some gathering spaces there, just some really cool things for people to do and gather in Keener Plaza. So. And Keener would also be renamed to Old Courthouse Plaza because it's kind of celebrating being right there next to the Old Courthouse, another amazing structure in St. Louis. And what we're doing with the Old Courthouse is we're completely redoing all of the exhibits in there and making it more accessible. So, I mean, just the nature of that building and how historic it is, it's really difficult for, people that would have mobility issues to experience and enjoy that building. So we're going to make that easier for them.
Ryan McClure, last quick question for you. I got to ask about my Harry Weber statue, my Lewis and Clark statue.
Yeah.
Where's that going?
So it is most likely going to move, but it will stay kind of in the riverfront area. We want people to be able to enjoy that statue to its fullest because a lot of times it's underwater right now.
Right.
So the captain's return will most likely move, but it will stay in that area.
And redoing the old courthouse, you're going to move the Harriet statue as well?
That would stay where it is.
Okay,
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
The Dred and Harriet Scott.
Yeah, that's a great statue.
Great statue there. Good. Ryan McClure with the cityarchriver.org. Thanks for the update.
Thanks.
Well, you're welcome here anytime, buddy.
Thank you. Whenever you have me, I'll be here.
You got it. 7:58. Quick check.